Louise. It's a resort and spa. One day, we're gonna come back and stay here.
Sure, yeah.
Once we win the lottery,
Once
right?
we win the lottery.
We better start playing first, though.
After an hour hike to the Mirror Lake.
Beautiful. What is this life we're living right now?
Just a little over 2.25 miles later.
What?
Just over 2.25 miles later.
Ist geschafft, dann können wir noch die Antwort, oder?
Come on. Anna, come on. Look at this. Okay.
Questo secondo me è formaggio.
Alright, so we gotta kind of start from the beginning, but we've done a lot today. So we started the day off by eating at Tim Hortons in Banff, which is it's also a national park. And the cool thing is, you know, you're supposed to have to pay to get in, but since it's Canada's 150, every national park is free this year. So this is good until December 31st at any national park, which is awesome. So yeah, we came on a good year apparently. And then from there, from breakfast, we went to Lake Louise, which we've got plenty of video and pictures to show you. It's absolutely amazing. I mean, it's truly unbelievable to look at and see. So at Lake Louise, we did it's about 2.25 miles up and about 1,200 foot rise in elevation. So it's a pretty decent hike. Taylor was a little miffed because she read a review that said it was fairly easy, but
Yeah.
you know, maybe for someone who's used to hiking something like that all the time, yeah, but it was a pretty decent hike up.
Yeah.
way down wasn't too bad because it went quick, but
You're trucking.
yeah. But way up, it definitely did a number on the knees. Let's see. And then at the top of the mountain, well, the first major stop you get to is Mirror Lake, which is another absolutely unbelievable sight. It's a lot smaller lake, but it's pretty cool to see a lake that high up. And then at the very top of the trail, I guess, that you can still go up further, there is Lake Agnes.
Lake Agnes, yeah.
And it has a little waterfall that runs down. And
So pretty.
yeah, it was really cool. And along with that, there is a tea house up there. And so, what was it, once a year, they fly up, or they get a helicopter to drop off all their ingredients, like sugar and flour and all the stuff they need to make.
Bottled water was one of them.
Yeah, bottled water. Pretty much all the ingredients they need to make all the stuff they serve. There's a lot of it's like, grilled cheese or PB&J.
Soup.
Yeah, they have soup.
Homemade bread.
And of course they have a huge list of tea that you can get. I had the, what was it, Lake Agnes breakfast blend.
Yeah, that's right.
It was delicious. I wanted to buy some of it, but they didn't have that particular one for purchase. What else?
It's just beautiful. I mean, we're gonna put in our videos, but videos like it. You don't need to see it on a screen this big. You
Yeah.
need to see it. It's the most beautiful place I've ever been.
Yeah. I mean, there's no picture
Far
that could
and
do it
away.
justice.
Yeah. We were actually just talking about how we're gonna have to like put some of these pictures on a canvas to hang in our house because it's just too beautiful just to see like a picture on our phone.
Yeah.
So then we hiked back down, and that was pretty easy because it's just downhill the whole way.
Yeah, it took us about an hour and 20 minutes to hike up, and then it probably took us 45 minutes to hike down. So, I mean, definitely a lot easier coming down.
Right.
You can also, there's a horse trail that kind of connects to the trail we went to. You could ride horses up, which, I don't know, I wouldn't feel too comfortable doing it.
That would make me nervous. I mean, I was
Yeah.
already a little bit about the height, but being on a horse that high up, and some of the places, like the path is very narrow and the drop is very steep.
Yeah.
Ugh, I don't know. I would be extra nervous on a horse.
Yeah. But it was just a really cool place.
Yeah. It was amazing.
And the water everywhere we went was just crystal, I mean,
It's not even blue. It's like turquoise.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even like, oh, it's so clear and blue. It is like,
yeah,
oh,
it's just,
amazing.
it's amazing. And the air's so fresh, and
Yeah.
it was probably in the 40s pretty much the whole time. And as we went up, it didn't get too much colder, but especially since we were moving so much.
Yeah.
It did get a little chilly up there.
Yeah, it was a little chilly up. When we first got there, it was still pretty cool, so I got a little, you'll see in all the pictures and video, I got a little like ear cover thing. But as we got to the top, I took that off and took my jacket off and then put it all back on as I got cold. Tell them about who sat with us at lunch.
Yeah, so the way they do the seating there is just kind of first come, first serve. So if you see a table open and you want to sit down, you just walk up to it and take it, essentially. And pretty much all the tables can seat at least 4 people, especially the ones outside. So we were lucky enough to see a couple as they were leaving, and they were like, "Hey, do y'all want to sit here?" And we took that seat, or took that table. And then there's another couple that was looking for a place as we were waiting on our waitress, and they asked if they could sit there, so we let them. So we get to talking, and they're from Italy, and they're actually from Milan. And then, of course, I'm wearing my AC Milan hoodie today, and I was like, "Oh, the favorite soccer team's from there." And he's like, "Oh yeah, we saw." It's like, "But we can't talk soccer." It's like, "Why not?" He's like, "My favorite team's Inter." So I was like, "Oh, okay." Well, for those of you who don't know, they both play in the same city, and they're pretty big rivals. I mean, it's probably one of the biggest rivalries in Italian soccer. So we didn't talk much about soccer, but we did talk about Italy, and they gave us some pointers all the places we needed to visit. I told them where I had been, and they're like, "Oh, if you like this place, you need to go to this place." And so we've got a couple of places on the bucket list added. So
We bonded over apple crumble.
but yeah, it was really fun. It's really cool to see all the people coming from all over the world to see this. I mean, literally There's every accent, every language.
I was telling Brian, the only place I remember traveling to that's like that is New York City, where you're just walking and you can hear like someone speaking Chinese, someone speaking Italian, someone speaking French, someone speaking Spanish. I mean, you could just stand in one spot and hear 5 languages in 2 minutes. And the only place I've ever been like that was New York. So it's pretty cool to come to this mountain and this beautiful lake and to hear all these beautiful accents and beautiful languages. I don't know. It was really cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. So now we're headed back into Banff and maybe do a little window shopping. And then I think we're going to end the day with the soak in the hot spring. So that'll be much
just
needed.
What the doctor ordered.
Okay.
Looks like Ziggy. Yep.
I have the student Chinese. It's all good. No big deal. I'm here all night. Come on, Caesar salad. I have chopped salad and Caesar salad. I don't ever want to do it.
Mountain Avenue. Where are we going?
We are headed to the hot springs.
Woo! To rest and rejuvenate our weary muscles after our long hike today. This is the Cascade Gardens. It's a botanical garden here in Banff.
Courtesy of tour guide Taylor.
Hello, tour guide Taylor, at your service.